LDBC, this is your boy Coach Shelton Harrison. You're live on the Coach Shelton Harrison Boxing and MMA Show live. Okay, guys, I am making a retraction. I'm making a retraction. I want to address a certain YouTuber by the name of Mueller. Okay, I want to address the guy Mueller. Mueller, what I want you to do is I want you to know your level, and I want you to shut the PG-13 channel. I'm sorry, but you are a dumb. Sorry. PG-13 channel, okay? I'm going to watch my mouth, okay? All right, here's the thing. You used some comments, and you said, well, you're just being lazy and pathetic. You didn't do your research. I did do my research. And you stupid idiot, you jack monkey, these are the articles in the video that I saw. These are the articles in the video that I saw that clearly shows Leslie Smith saying that she could not afford treatment to have the tumor removed. What does that say? Okay, what does it say? Access TV, they put the pressure on the UFC because they came up with this segment. That's UFC stars of the past and present talk about a fighters union. And all these fighters, these are the poorest MMA fighters on the face of the planet. Okay, they don't even make enough money. They don't even make poverty. They're below the poverty level when it comes to, fighting in the octagon. Okay, that's what it is. And, of course, their health insurance, and Leslie Smith said out of her own mouth, she said that the health insurance, it does not cover things. It doesn't cover things outside of the octagon. Okay, it doesn't. If she was injured during a fight, then the insurance will cover it. But if she wasn't injured during the fight, her insurance does not cover that. That's what she said. Okay, here's where my problems came. It's because of the dates, okay? And I will admit that I made a mistake. And I should have thoroughly looked at the dates, okay? And that's just the way that is, okay? So I'm making a retraction, and I am very big to say, I'm big. I'm not too big to say that, hey, I did make a mistake. I can admit that. And it's no big deal. But you can't call me a liar because everything that I said was absolutely the truth. It's just on the back end because of the pressure that the UFC had on them by Access TV in this video, this one video that you see. And if you want to look up the video, you moron, you go look up the video. Type in UFC stars of past and present talk about a fighter union. And it'll pop up, and you'll see exactly what I saw. And that's just the way that is. Okay? This video popped up, and the UFC, they felt pressure to help. And they had, you know what? And you know what would have happened? It would have been more and more fighters coming out. More and more fighters stepping up to the plate to say, hey, you know what, this is wrong. And so the UFC, they had to. They had to step up, and they did step up to make this thing a reality for Leslie Smith. And she even has a video out now where she's actually having a surgery, and she actually shows the doctors actually removing the tumor from her stomach. So, okay, first of all, before you call me a liar, what you need to do is you need to do your research because this article did come out. It did come out, but the retraction is Leslie Smith thanks to UFC for help with tumor, and she explains the situation. And that's just the way that is. That's just the way that is. You see, here's the thing, and I've been telling y'all that these things happen. And I told y'all about the plight that the women have in the UFC. The men, there are men that have troubles too. But the women, they get it on a much difficult degree. Because first of all, these women, again, which is not a lie, you ask any woman that's been fighting long enough in gyms, and at least they'll tell you at least one time they've been approached with some type of sexual harassment. Okay, that was not a lie. Everything I said was virtually true. It was extremely true. It's just my dates were misaligned. And that's just how it is. Okay, that's how it is. What the UFC tried to do, they weren't going to pay for this. They wouldn't. That's a fact. Do you see all the people in this video that actually came and went to Las Vegas, Nevada? They had to go to Las Vegas, man. They had to go to Las Vegas, and they had to speak up for rights that they should have anyway when you're working for a company. But since these are not your upper-tier fighters, nobody really cares about what they think. Nobody cares about what they think. So that's why Leslie Smith had so many problems. And can you imagine? I'm sure she had that tumor for quite some time. And see, doctors, how can you tell somebody that they didn't get a tumor because of fighting? Do you know that having, getting trauma, getting hit in a location repeatedly, that can cause a tumor? But no doctor, I'm surprised that a doctor, didn't tell her, well, maybe it was caused. How do you know it wasn't caused by repeated trauma to the stomach? How do you know? You see, you know, the thing with people is you're always looking for the negativity part. You should have did your research to know that this video was out there. This video was out there, and Access TV didn't do a retraction. But they're going to leave the video up, you dumb PG-13 channel, sorry. They're going to leave the video up because they're going to put pressure on the UFC to do better than what they're doing. Look at what Leslie Smith had to do to get them to help her with a situation. And do you know that this is not going to even make a dent in the UFC finances? It's not going to do it. But I am not too big to say that, hey, I have a retraction. But a lot of you people out here in YouTube land, you won't do that, but I'll do it. And that's just the way that is. Congratulations to Leslie Smith. I'm glad that she was able to receive the medical treatment that she needed. Okay, I'm glad. And to these other fighters, you know, I think a lot of you definitely need to watch the video. I'm going to leave the links in the description box to the video and the article that I read initially. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. What are you guys waiting on except for that moron, Mr. Mueller? Subscribe. I'm done.